I sat on the bed alone and waited like a frightened 47-year-old child. Third time lucky? Hardly. One final Hail Mary, the consultant called it. A last roll of the dice to put right my wrongs, to remedy my stupidity, prolong my mobility and restore a little dignity to me. There was no confusion and I was under no illusion. It was either this or a full ankle fusion. And I had to try something because there was nothing left to lose and I was done with the pain that was filling up my shoes. So we rolled the dice. The nurse unravelled the post-op bandages and laid my soul bare. The marks of my foolish insurgency etched by a surgeon's knife. 3 inches of stitches staring right at me from the top of my foot, angry and unforgiving. I'll never not see that savage rack of tortured skin. Every time I put on my socks, that scar's gonna mock me and remind me of my history, my present-day misery and future uncertainty, forever cursing me. Yet the scars really hit me this time. I bent my neck around and looked down the side of my ankle. 2 more savage scars strategically fitted around previous surgical marks like stitched bricks in some sick game of Tetris. One a wound through which the surgeon had entered to break my heel. Pain I can still very much feel. The stitched up gateway now congealed in blood that had flooded my plaster and fused it to my skin. The other running down the outside of my ankle, rubbed raw and sore. This one was for work on my ligament or something, I'm not even sure. This wretched foot's now littered with the stripes of 3 rounds of precision strikes, 2 decades of orthopedic trauma. I guess the body really does keep the score. And I'm 3-0 down and well into the second half. The scars really hit me this time. I didn't have to see them for long. A quick check by the surgeon before the nurse washed them. Hardened blood swabbed away, just the scars remained. Then fresh dressing applied, a new plaster provided, hiding the scars that lay behind, protecting them beneath its hardened shell, but protecting me as well, preventing my eyes from having to listen to the horror stories they tell. Because the scars really hit me this time. The journey home was long and chastening, more afflicted by shame than any physical pain, gazing out the window like a criminal on his first night in a cell, reflecting on that arrogant youth, living like he was bulletproof, that restless, reckless fool who wrecked himself pursuing cool. I was given a body to steward, but I blew it. I mean, really blew it. But now the game was up and I knew it. I got home, lay on my couch, leg elevated, breathed in, breathed out. Now having to navigate my way around the house, clutching crutches, injecting blood thinners into my belly every night. The frustration, complication and frankly humiliation of urination, perching on one leg, taking an extra pillow to bed, new positions to sleep in, new depths of weeping. But those scars, man, I can still see them, still feel them, still hear them, whispering their taunts from beneath the plaster. It's like they can speak, telling me I'm weak. It's as if they're speaking, reminding me that I'm creaking. It's as though they've spoken, scolding me for being so broken. Preaching the accuser's sermon, your scars condemn you and you deserve them. From now on your life's gonna be unbearable, unlivable, and it's all on you and that's unforgivable. The scars really hit me this time. Why can't I shake them from my mind? It wasn't like this last time, or the time before that, or the time before that. But this time's proper hit me hard, knocked me flat. What the heck's this new obsession with my scars? That's when I turned to God. I bowed my shattered frame before the throne. I showed my wounds to the great physician and told him everything. Shared my anguish, confessed my sin, how addicted to skateboarding I vandalized this skeleton again and again and again. I poured out all my shame to him. And that's when I noticed something. God's got scars too. I looked again to the Lamb who was slain and was met with eyes familiar with pain, a man of sorrows, no stranger to grief, who took the beating that I should have received. His head, hands, side, feet, bearing the marks of my foolish insurgency. Thank God for those beautiful marks of mercy that speak forgiveness and freedom and healing to me. See, unlike mine, Christ's scars are kind. And his scars really hit me this time.